Welcome to Windows 7 Default Profile. To contact us or to learn about other video series as well as our consulting services, please visit OpenSmallBusinessSolutions.com. In this segment, we're going to create a local administrative account, then we're going to create desktop and taskbar shortcuts, we're going to clean up the profile, we're going to copy the user profile to the default profile, and finally we're going to create a post-install snapshot as well as clone the virtual machine. So let's get started. Let's go into the control panel and go into user accounts. We want to manage another account and create a new user. I'm going to call the new user local admin and give that user administrative permissions. We can create the account. Now if we go into the account, we can assign a password. We can make some last-minute tweaks to the shortcuts. We'll send that to the desktop. We'll also pin Notepad to the task menu. Unpin Internet Explorer from the taskbar. So we've got Firefox, LibreOffice, Windows Explorer, and Notepad. The next thing that we're going to do is clean up the user profile. So if we go into See Users, and then go into the user profile, we want to delete those because we do not want them reproduced in every single person's profile. So we can close out. Now we'll run the CCleaner to clean everything up. We don't need to worry about that now. And we'll reboot the machine. The machine's back up and we're going to log on as local admin. If we go to Properties, and we go to User Profiles, this is where we've always been able to copy the user profile to the default profile, but as of Windows 7, Microsoft stopped supporting that, and the option is grayed out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it manually. We're going to open up Windows Explorer as administrator. Now we're going to go into the Users folder. Right-click on the user profile. Go to Security. and then go down to Advanced. We want to change the permissions of that, adding the Everyone group. And we want to grant everyone full control and replace all child object permissions with inheritable permissions. If we go to the user profile, we can right-click on that and copy it. Then we can right-click and paste. So we're actually creating user-copy. Next, we can rename the default. I'm going to rename that default.blank. And we can rename user copy to the name default. And now when a new user logs on, they'll get that default profile. At this point, we've completed the installation of Windows, the software installation, and the profile configuration. We're going to shut down the machine and go into the VirtualBox Manager. We're going to take a snapshot of the current state. We'll click on Snapshots and take a snapshot of the current state. I'm going to call this Post Install. Click OK. We also want to make a clone of this machine. So we right-click and click Clone. I want to rename this to Unattend Tools. And this is going to be the virtual machine that we use to set up the tools that we need to create the unattend file. I'm just going to go with linked clone because we don't need to actually have a complete copy of this hard drive that's separate and independent of the other one. In the next segment, we're going to start up the cloned machine and install and configure the tools necessary to create the unattend.txt file. That concludes this segment. In this segment, we created a local administrative account, created desktop and taskbar shortcuts, cleaned up the user profile, copied the user profile to the default profile, created a post-install snapshot, and cloned the virtual machine. In the next segment, we'll go through the process of creating the unattend.xml file.